Yo, 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 what's good? What's good, stream? We already got one viewer. Sick. Sick. Alright. So today's video, we got a good video today. What team should I put the Lakers up against? The Monstars or the Goon Squad, I guess we could say. And let's actually go Team LeBron versus... Let's just do an all-star game simulation. You know what? No. Here's what we'll do. Classic. Or no, we should do all-time. That's what we should do. We'll do 80s versus 2010s. Let's do that. Okay. Start the simulation. Alright, what's good, boys? It's your boy Talday on the mic here, and the Space Jam video is finally here. I decided to, instead of doing a video about it, just to stream it. I have 19 pages of notes that I took summarizing the movie. Oh, you can hear the... We're going to turn this down to 20. There we go. So we got 19 pages to go through. I'm just getting everything set up here. Oh, I can't take that over there. Okay. Restore chat. Alright. Well, if you guys are chatting, I will be going back and forth from the script, or not script, but like the notes to the chat. So, this is going to be a long... I'm aiming for under an hour and a half. That's under an hour and a half. So, without any further ado, we're just going to jump right in. So, Space Jam 2 starts off with LeBron James at a basketball game. His mom is dropping him off. Oh, that's still kind of loud. His mom is dropping him off, right? Oh, I should probably turn off my phone. Or not turn off my phone, but turn off the notifications. So his mom goes to dropping off at the basketball game. She cannot go. She's like, sorry, Bron, can't show up. I got work. LeBron's like, that's okay. They do a handshake, whatever. 1998, 2 years after the infamous Michael Jordan landing on a UFO in the middle of a minor league baseball game. No one knows why, but it's, if you watch the original Space Jam, you would. LeBron James is rocking the Looney Tunes backpack, the Looney Tunes. He's a Looney Tunes fan, which it might be a little bit of foreshadowing for later. Who knows? Space Jam 2 is a cinematic masterpiece. What a dunk by Jordan. So, Malik is LeBron James' friend on his basketball. It never says if it's an 8th grade team or if it's just an AAU team. He's his best friend on the team. And his boy hooks him up with a Game Boy with the Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny adventure game. Now, Malik must be banking on my boy LeBron James making the league, because that's a hell of an expensive gift to just give a random guy. Or not a random guy, but to his friend. An entire Game Boy? Back in the 90s? Damn. He knows once Bron makes the league, he's going to be hooked for life, though. LeBron James foreshadows his load management then in real life, because he's just playing his game while they're warming up. So his coach is yelling like, LeBron, what the hell are you doing? LeBron looks up from his Game Boy dramatically. It's like, oh, my fault, coach. And the coach just starts laying into him like, Bron, what the hell are you doing? LeBron's like, sorry, coach, I was playing my Game Boy. I'll get right back into layup lines. He's like, Bron, you gotta focus. You gotta focus. LeBron, though, he gets pissed. He's like, coach, chill. I'm gonna get this dub for us tonight. It's like he's still a kid. I don't know. I don't understand why the coach is yelling at him. It's an 8th grade kid. He's your best player. He's gonna drop 30. So I don't know what he's on about. It cuts to the very end of the game. The score is 55-54. Team LeBron is down. The coach knows what's up though, and he tells everyone, "Hey, go to the bleachers. It's the LeBron show now. ISO LeBron." LeBron pulls a triple-teamed contested jumper in the paint and bricks it. He bricks the shot just like it was the 2013 NBA Finals, except he actually didn't have Ray Allen to save his legacy this time. So he misses the shot and they lose the game. So next, it cuts to a scene where the coach and Bron are outside talking after the game. The coach has a one-on-one talk with Mini LeBron. He says, "You did not give it all, your all tonight, did you?" Now, I'm no LeBron fan. Or I'm no... I think he's a great... I'm not going to get into the LeBron GOAT debate right now. That's going to be for another stream. I'm no LeBron fan, but the coach... This might be the stupidest, dumbest coach I've ever seen. Now, I think my 8-year-old cousin, who started watching basketball when he was 7, has a better basketball IQ. How did he not give his all? Unless we saw something off screen where he was turning the ball over left and right, I don't understand how he wasn't giving his all. Like, we only saw the end, and you called for an ISO for LeBron James. Now, I might be stupid, but if you're calling an ISO for LeBron James, he must be having a great game. He must be having a great game. Because you trust him enough to tell your team, "Hey, get out of the way. Go to Antarctica, watch it from the satellite TV, ISO LeBron." He must be having a phenomenal game. So, he didn't give it his all, but yet you're calling ISOs for him in a clutch situation. I don't know about that, guy. I don't know about that. So, yeah. Next, the coach really tries to play it like LeBron. It was LeBron's fault that they lost. He really tries to play it like LeBron lost the game. I don't understand, though, how LeBron lost the game if he missed one triple-team shot after you told him to take it. You told him to take that shot. The coach is telling LeBron that, "Dude, if you want to... You're the best player I've ever coached. You're the best player I've ever coached. If you want to make the league, make a lot of money, do it for your mom, do it for your family. You got to focus, set aside all the distractions. You got to stop playing The Last of Us 2 on your PlayStation and just get to work." The coach is telling this all to LeBron, to a 8th grader. Keep that in mind. I did the math. I think it was I'm pretty sure he was an 8th grader. And just, yeah, he's telling this all to an 8th grader to stop getting distracted. To not be distracted. Which, as an 8th grader, it's very easy to get distracted by many different things. But I'm pretty sure playing NBA 2K on the weekends when you don't have a game, it'll be okay. It's not like any NBA player has ever made the NBA and played video games, am I right? So then we get a bunch of... What was it? I can't even think of the name. I'm stupid. We get a flashback sequence, I guess, of his entire career in high school to the NBA, to him winning the championship. It's just... We get a montage of LeBron showing off everything. Even his Mickey Mouse ring. We get to see his Mickey Mouse ring also. So that's pretty pog, I guess. Then we cut to present time. We meet his 2 kids who are just playing basketball outside. One's playing basketball outside and the other's just coding. The coding guy does a stupid basketball move because his brother's saying, "Hey, you need to start practicing basketball." So the coding guy, who we learn is Dom, does a stupid basketball move, and the basketball hits the underside of the rim. He's just joking around, having a jolly old time. LeBron then, I kid you not, appears out of nowhere, Like, he legit vented and says, Dom, what was that? I actually laughed out loud when LeBron appeared from nowhere, because for LeBron to have appeared, he would have had to walk all the way down from his house down a hill to the basketball court in the span of 3 seconds. So that was terrible movie continuity, but you know what? It's a great movie. So LeBron goes on this rant about his coach he went on the same rant that his coach went on in the beginning about, you got to set aside your distractions when you're inside these lines. It's all work, no play, which I don't know why LeBron's saying this, because I guarantee I could go to Instagram, pull up a clip of LeBron laughing or joking around the court, and just contradict his entire argument right here. If I was Dom, I'd do that. I'd go to Instagram, go to my saved area, and just, hey, Dad, look at this. You're having fun. You're not putting in work. You're joking around. And it just contradicts his entire argument. And LeBron also goes on about how he needs to do this to blah, 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 to make money. But it's like, he's a billionaire. Your kid won't have to work a day in his life. His grandkids will not have to work a day in his life. So the movie just... Moving on. Dom tries to tell LeBron, Dad, I hear you, but I'm just trying to have fun out here at the end of the day. LeBron was not having it and tells Dom, once you step into this court, it's all about putting in work once you step in these 4 lines. I don't even know what to say. Oh, let's check the YouTube stream. We got 1 viewer, sick. Oh, 2 views, nice. LeBron starts a rant about how basketball isn't necessarily a game. But I looked this up. Is basketball indeed a game? And guess what, guys? The theory I looked up, it is indeed a game. I saw 3 sources claiming that basketball was indeed a game. So Darius comes in, which is LeBron's other son who's actually good at basketball. And he starts mocking LeBron behind LeBron's back. Just like doing the moving his hands, doing all that stuff. He starts just mocking him. And then LeBron says, Darius, stop messing around. You know I got full court vision. He actually says, you know I've got full court vision. This movie's so good. Side note, there is Nike product placement everywhere in this scene. You get the Nike basketballs, the Nike shirts, the Nike shorts, the Nike socks, the Nike shoes. I think there was even Nike on the court. So it's everywhere. LeBron starts making a big deal about a move called the in and out crossover step back shoot. And he just is trying to instill this move into his kids. The in and out crossover step back shoot. You will hear that multiple times in this stream. There's a thing that on LeBron's court, because he's a billionaire, that if you say ball, a ball will just shoot out of the ball machine. So this may or may not be a funny joke later. You'll see. Dom looks like a 5-year-old trying to dribble. He really does. Like, I'm a center, and I could even dribble better than that. Darius pulls it off the first time he tries it. He ball, in and out, step back, crossover, shoot, drain, nothing but net. But then, my guy Darius says he balls all day. And you know how I said if you say ball, a basketball shoots out of the ball thing? Yeah, it just hits him in the head. Dom starts laughing, which, understandable. If your sibling got hit in the head with a basketball, you would start laughing too. If you say you wouldn't, you're an absolute liar. That's a normal response. But guess what? Buzzkill of the year, Lil Mickey says, Dom, you gotta focus. You can't laugh on the court. Which, again, I could pull up an Instagram clip of you laughing on the court, but it is what it is. So Dom has inner dialogue with himself, looks at LeBron, and he's just like, I'm gonna head out. He drops the ball and starts walking off. LeBron tells him, we are quitting now? How are you going to get better if you don't cut out all the distractions? But luckily, Mrs. James walks out and says, "Hey, dinner's ready." LeBron is upset because he had just taken pre-workout, and he was about to get a workout with his, out there with his kids, getting some basketball work in. So then, Dom, just to try to mess with his brother, pulls the old ball trick and asks, "Are we having spaghetti and meatballs?" And the ball hits Darius in the head again. That's what this movie is like. LeBron's entire attitude changes and says, "Oh, that's my favorite." Now, I could make a taste list or Taco Tuesday joke right now, but the movie already does that for me later. So, Mrs. James tells LeBron, the scene cuts. It cuts to a whole another scene. It's LeBron James and Mrs. James in the bedroom. It's not what you're thinking. Mrs. James tells LeBron, "You got to stop talking to Dom about basketball. The kid just doesn't want to play, Bron." LeBron is on his high horse saying, "Ball is life. You got to drop all the distractions." Mrs. James stops him right there and says, "Bron, I know you're upset with the Russell Westbrook situation. I know your team sucks. It's bad. You could debate ruining your legacy. But your kid just doesn't want to play basketball. Your kid is as bad as Russell Westbrook this year. He just needs a dad right now. He just needs a dad to talk to him." So LeBron is like, "I bet. Happy wife, happy life. I got to talk to my kid." So we cut to a scene the next day where Dom is just... Oh, no. Sorry, not Dom. We cut that night to Don Cheadle, who is called Algae Rhythm in this movie. Wait, Dwight Howard and Kevin McHale are leading scoring? Okay, never mind. We cut to Don Cheadle, just looking through a LeBron James fan account on Instagram, I kid you not. He goes on and on about how LeBron James is the perfect man to launch the serververse, aka the metaverse, for Warner Brothers. He's more than an athlete. He's also a GM who can form really good teams and trade for great players all the time. We are also introduced to Don Cheadle's Scooby-Doo, Pete, who for reference I will call Prospector Pete, or just Pete for short. Don Cheadle, his name's Algae Rhythm in the movie, but I'm going to refer to him as Don Cheadle the entire time. He wants to be more than an algorithm, but he needs LeBron James out of everyone else on the planet to do this. So we cut to the next day. We get an epic gamer montage of Dom coding. Like I'm watching that one gamer show on Nickelodeon where the kids are making video games. I don't want to look it up, the show. So you're just going to have to trust me that there was a game where kids would work on video games. It wasn't Lab Rats. I can't remember what it was. But we actually get a foreshadowing to the Monstars, or the Goon Squad, I guess you could say. Because you can see on his laptop screen the 5 goons. Dom gets an email reminder for an E3 summer camp for coding, which, newsflash, doesn't exist. He's either getting scammed, or this is just make-believe. But you're telling me Space Jam 2 is make-believe? I don't buy it. So it must have been a mistake. It had to have been a mistake. And just to make sure, I looked it up. I looked up E3 summer camp for coding. There was none this year. But just to make sure that it wasn't just COVID related, I looked in the past. There was none back then. So I guess, unless there was an E3 summer coding camp in the Roman Empire, there's never been one. LeBron walks in on Dom. And he closed the tab for the E3 as quick as blank. Dom explains technology to the old grumpy man. Dom shows LeBron his basketball game. Like, it's an NBA Jam ripoff made by a child with more futuristic graphics, I guess you could say. But I'm not. It's still better than what I could do. But it looks mid. It really looks mid. Now LeBron has the audacity to tell Dom after they're playing it for a bit, "Wait, this isn't real basketball?" Now I don't know if I ever find out that LeBron James was the reason that 2K is almost unplayable now, I am going to send him a long, lengthy DM. Very pissed off at him. I'm going to send a very angry complaint. LeBron James then boosts his ego by saying he is the definition of fun, but proceeds to get killed at the game. Dom proceeds to use the classic in-and-out crossover step-back shoot move, which, again, I'm sure will not be important to the rest of this story, and you will never hear again me say that. The game just crashes like 2K on launch day. You just get the blue screen, the red ring of death, whatever you want to say. Dom is, and I quote Drake here, upset. LeBron gives Dom the old, you gotta climb over adversities, talk, and even throws in a 76ers reference with, you gotta trust the process. He says that if you're passionate about something, you gotta, and I quote John Cena, never give up. And I quote Star Fox, trust your instincts. LeBron then, like a friend I know, loves to boost his ego and says, look who came up with a dope idea again. And I kid you not, this is not a funny prank. I checked the wiretaps. I checked even if there were hidden cameras in the corner. I could unfortunately not find any. LeBron James in a 2021 movie dabbed on screen. He dabbed like Cam Newton from 2016 in 2021. Now, I'm sorry, Darkwing. I'm sorry, Darkwing Duck. On the channel art, you'll still be the logo. Except you might be replaced by Chip and AirPods, but Darkwing, you are no longer going to be the channel art. I'm going to find a picture of LeBron James dabbing, and that's going to be the new channel art. It's going to be the new channel art from now on. So now, moving on. LeBron James dabbing. It's the Mona Lisa of the 2020s. Thank you, LeMickey. We cut to see Warner Brothers backstage. Oh yeah, LeBron invites Dom to go with him to go check out a movie thing Warner Brothers is playing. We get to see Warner Brothers backstage and see a bunch of product placements. We get to see product placements from Teen Titans Go to the movies, which is mid. I've never seen it though. Scoob, which is mid. The Suicide Squad animated movie, which is just kind of mid. And Tom and Jerry. I've never seen it before, but they were pretty dope back in the day. So C tier, a little above mid. Don Cheadle claims Warner Brothers has every classic movie to exist in his presentation to Braun. But I fact-checked this. I looked up if they made Talladega Nights Battle to Ricky Bobby. And guess what? They did not make Talladega Nights Battle of Ricky Bobby. So checkmate, Don Cheadle. You do not have every classic movie. You do not have all the classics. But we are introduced to Warner 3000, which is the metaverse. The cheatster, Don Cheadle, says, LeBron, let us scan you. Let us scan you into our system, and we can put you in movies upon movies. For example, Batman vs. LeBron, which honestly, to be fair, I would pay a lot of money to see. Imagine LeBron pulling up with the Lakers just for Batman to beat the LA Lakers, and then Boban from the Mavericks comes out of nowhere and like Bane just breaks Batman's back, and Batman has to go through a training arc, and he has to get good at basketball, so he gets like Michael Jordan to train him because Michael Jordan doesn't like LeBron, so he gets Michael Jordan to train him, and then Batman has to one-on-one LeBron James, or he has to get like Robin and everything to have a basketball game. It's a good concept. I'm not even gonna lie. Or he could even he could do a lot of things with that movie. LeBron of Thrones, which he was in the East his entire year, so you could just look back at like 9 years because he just ruled the East. What a block by David. Is that David Robinson? Dikembe Mutombo. Which it's a L idea. LeBron in the Chamber of Secrets. Okay, imagine a movie where they're trying to fight, they're trying to draw out Voldemort. LeBron would personally invite Voldemort to the NBA Finals so that Harry and the boys and Hermione could fight Voldemort in the crowd for humanity. And then LeBron James comes out of nowhere and hits the whatever spell it is. I don't know. I'm not a Harry Potter nerd. And defeats Lord Voldemort. NBA Twitter would still say he's not the greatest of all time, that Michael Jordan could have done it easier. Dom loves this idea of LeBron entering Warner 3000. But LeBron hates the idea. LeBron looks at Malik, which, yes, it's the kid who gave him the Game Boy. And everyone is happy. Everyone's happy, like, oh yeah, this is going to be a great idea. LeBron, no. LeBron tells the Warner Brothers staff that athletes in acting never goes well, which is a diss at the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Jordan, and I guess himself, because he's saying already that he's bad at acting, which I'm not going to tell him he's wrong, necessarily. But yeah. LeBron tells them, unlike MJ, I am too dedicated to losing to the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals every year to take time away from the game of basketball. Now, if LeBron had these ideas, why did he even hear out Warner Brothers? If he already knew that he didn't want to be in a movie, why did he even hear him out? He wasn't going to accept it under any circumstance because he's too dedicated to the game of basketball, because all it is about work. It's not a game to him. I don't understand why they even heard him out. He could have saved everyone's time and just not gone. I don't know. Don Cheadle is aghast at this statement, especially when LeBron tells them that this idea is the worst he's heard ever since he found out Kyrie wanted to go to the Boston Celtics. He says it's a top 5 worst idea he has ever heard. But what could possibly be worse? Now, the Kyrie trade, maybe? Trading for Russell Westbrook definitely has to be up there. So that is probably 1, maybe 2. So this idea was probably number 3. The Warner Brothers executives become rice gum stands and just agree with whatever he says. The Warner Brothers people say, Don Cheadle, you're canceled. This was a terrible idea. To this, Don Cheadle has his evil theme start playing. But Dom still loves the idea. And Don Cheadle starts getting interested in LeBron. Or not LeBron, Dom. Dom starts to talk all this nerd stuff to the head of the Warner Brothers thing. LeBron James MVP, 4 points. What was that? Dom starts talking all this nerd stuff. I don't know about going to E3 camp with this one guy, but LeBron doesn't like this idea and tells Dom, you're going to ball and cesto camp, my guy. Whether you like it or not, you can't dip out yet at this point. Dom tells his dad he doesn't want to go to basketball camp and storms out after LeBron says he has all the potential in the world and he can't get there. Wait, what did I even write? And he can get... Oh, and LeBron can get him his potential, just like Master Splinter did to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So then we cut to Don Cheadle throwing a tantrum, saying, who does LeBron think he is? Some celebrity? Which he is, but moving on. The cheatster collects himself and turns to a complete villain by saying he will not play by anyone's rules anymore. He glitches the elevator that LeBron and Dom are on to head down to the server area. Dom tells Bron he makes him hate basketball. LeBron always forces Dom to do what he did with basketball and never and what did I write? Oh, Dom says he is just forcing LeBron to play basketball like him, and Dom can't do what he wants to do. It was actually a serious scene. Dom was like, you never let me do what I want to do. You never let me do just me. It always has to be you. I tried to come up with a joke there, but I just really couldn't. LeBron tells Dom, what you talking about? I'm 40. I couldn't do me when I was young because I was put through because I needed to get... I am out of it right now. I'm out of it. He says, I'm 40. I could never do what I wanted to do when I was a kid. I had to grind my way up to the top. But again, it's the same point. It's like Bron. Your kid will never have to work a day in his life. Let him do him. Like, he isn't put in the same situation. You should be happy for him that he doesn't have to do what you had to do. Dom has the moment Lightning McQueen has when he sees ornaments, when they see... I am just screwing up this script. So they get downstairs to the server area, and Dom has this Lightning McQueen moment when he sees Ornament Valley, but it's just a bunch of computer nerd stuff. LeBron is pleading with Dom at this point, saying, Dom, can we just go home? Your mom is going to kill me if you ain't home for dinner. Dom, let's just go. Dom won't listen. Dom walks up to this transportation thing the pioneers used to use, but it, just like the Fortnite rift, he just got rifted away. LeBron sees this firsthand and realizes if he's going to die, if he just goes home without Dom, he's going to die, so might as well just investigate Dom's disappearance. LeBron runs seriously like on the basketball court until he comes into contact with the Fortnite thing. LeBron, when he sees this, and I kid you not, this is what most parents, I guess, would say in the situation, says, what in the Matrix hell? And then he gets rifted away. He actually says, what in the Matrix hell? Which, it's one of the greatest quotes in all of movies. I'm not even going to cap. Me and my friends use this quote, ironically, and sometimes unironically. LeBron is teleported away to the metaverse. Oh, here, let me set up this really quick. We'll do 2010s versus the 90s. See if MJ can beat this team. LeBron is teleported to the metaverse with Dom. Dom tells LeBron they are in the computer. LeBron makes a cringy, hey Siri, get me out of here. Then the Don Cheadle makes a Wizard of Oz reference about being the great and powerful Cheadle. And then he makes fun of LeBron's height, calling him an Oompa Loompa. LeBron realizes that this guy's idea is the one he said that is bad. Dom disappears like he is Goku talking with Cell. And then that just leaves LeBron and Cheadle, a face-off that is compared to that of Stone Cold versus The Rock. Cheadle gets very angry that LeBron said his idea was as good as making the Fantastic Beasts movies. Cheadle tells Bron, you can get your son back, only if you beat me in basketball. Now LeBron, with his big ego, says, you want to play me in basketball? And yes, we do unironically use this quote when we're about to play a one-on-one. Don Cheadle sets up the game that will be for the custody of Dom. It's like we're getting flashbacks to SummerSlam where Eddie and Ray had a ladder match for the ownership of Dominic Mysterio. Which is coincidentally, Dominic Mysterio, and then Dom, LeBron's son. So it's Dom and Dom. I'm sorry that I was getting delusional at this point. If LeBron wins, he gets Dom back, and his wife won't kill him. But if he loses, he must stay in the metaverse forever, which, I mean, I guess is better than going back to his house and his wife killing him. So, Don Cheadle sends LeBron to Toon World, which he calls the Rejected Society that must never see the light of day. My boy Cheadle must be one dumb person because he must have not seen Space Jam, where the Toons, with the help of MJ, of course, win the game for MJ's life. LeBron James falls through planets or universes of shows like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, The Matrix, but not Dragon Ball or Talladega Nights, which is a shame. Bron turns into a cartoon like Peter Griffin, but he is so short. So he has to make a senseless Kevin Hart joke. Like, come on, Bron, what's the point of clowning on my boy like that? LeBron's a heightist. LeBron, I can't make this up, blows up his thumb to become taller. It becomes evident that there is only one tune in this world, and that tune is, as you can guess, Bugs Bunny. After LeBron looks around for 10 seconds, he comes into contact with Bugs, which it's about time we get a tune in a Looney Tunes movie. We get a duck season, rabbit season joke, and then, I kid you not, we get a Big Chungus joke. We actually get a Big Chungus joke. But before that, LeBron, when he sees Bugs, he's as excited as he was when Kyrie saved his legacy and hit the three-pointer over Steph Curry. So they're like, hey, yo, what's up? Bugs, I need you for a basketball game. Bugs is like, of course. I can get you that. He reenacts the famous scene, rabbit season, duck season. And then we get the big Chungus joke. And then we get wacky adventures. It was like they fell down a mountain. LeBron got hit a bunch of times with the greatest acting skills of all time, by the way. And just, I think he got even hit in the head. I don't know. I forget. LeBron is shocked that Bugs Bunny knows who he is and starts fanboying over Bugs like a teenager does to Taylor Swift after she broke up with her 7th boyfriend that week. We get a ha-ha funny NBA TNT joke with Bugs Bunny throwing a TNT thing like, oh yeah, I see you on the TNT. Which, looking back at it, he must be watching a bunch of the regular season because his playoff resume the last few years is kind of spotty. It's kind of spotty. Like, it's not that great. It's as spotty as Disney's 101 Mid-Dalmatians. LeBron shows off his precise acting, his pristine. I'm sorry. This is bad. He shows off his acting skills like he was Leonardo DiCaprio on the Titanic. Now, I wish I was joking, but Bugs Bunny legit tortures LeBron in all sorts of ways by making him watch Amy Schumer, sitting through 90 Day Fiancé, and even clowns on him for running out of NBA teams, and that's why he's here. He even twists his neck 90 degrees, and I'm not even joking about that one. He actually twists his neck 90 degrees. LeBron tells Bugs about Don Cheadle, and Bugs tells a flashback about his friends leaving due to, and I quote, Bugs Bunny, Nimrod, Don Cheadle. Now Bugs begins to tell his dramatic life-altering backstory, but all that happens is Don Cheadle says you can go to all these different planets and explore the metaverse. Which I really don't see what's bad about that, necessarily. Bugs wanted to stay in Toon World because he wants to stay true to who he is. But LeBron recruits Bugs. They make a ha-ha funny OG Space Jam reference. And then they go commit Grand Theft Auto on Marvin the Martian. And to go find the rest of the tunes. So after they commit Grand Theft Auto, Marvin is just pissed like any person would be. And they try to make me feel bad for Bugs but how can I when he legit committed Grand Theft Auto over my boy Marvin the Martian? We cut to Dom just chilling with Don. Don Cheadle and Dom are just chilling. There's an obvious Red Vines product placement. Don Cheadle's manipulating Dom by saying LeBron just left to find a new team like he did to Cleveland, Miami, Cleveland again, and it's going to be the Lakers soon. Again, another more ha-ha funny LeBron leaving joke. Don Cheadle begins to suck up to Dom, obviously failing as bad as the 2021-2022 Russell Westbrook trade did. I'm sorry, I will not make another Westbrook joke for the next 2 minutes. Scout's honor. Dom is just even more of an idiot and does not see through it. Don tells Dom LeBron is stupid. Then the scene ends. We cut to LeBron in DC World. Or no, not DC World. LeBron talking about his ideal teammates. He lists Superman, King Kong, Dorothy, Toto, the Iron Giant, and whoever this irrelevant film company owns. Bug tells LeBron to know your role and shut your mouth, and they go and find the tunes. After making another Miami Heat super team joke, LeBron asks Bugs why he didn't leave, and Bugs says because. He just says because. They go through the Harry Potter world, and LeBron gets chosen to Hufflepuff. And he says, he knew it. What a nerd. What a nerd choosing to go to Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff sucks. Me and all the homies hate Hufflepuff. We all Ravenclaw. Because if you say you're going to Gryffindor or Slytherin, you're just a generic person. I don't know Harry Potter that much, though. High key, so no kizzy. Okay, I'm not even going to lie. The stream is getting pretty long already. And and I'm messing up a lot. I'm not even going to cap. But hang in with me. Hang in with me. For the purpose of this stream, I'm not going to go too in-depth to this section. It's going to be a speed round. So 3, 2, 1, let's jump into it. DC World. Bugs is Batman, LeBron is Robin. There's a joke there somewhere. They recruit Daffy and Porky while trying to stop a train. A bunch of stupid references to DC are made. Superman saves everyone from flying into an orphanage. And the FNAF end of night celebration where the kids are cheering is used. They legit pull it right from FNAF. Fight Nights at Freddy's for you uncultured swines. Mad Max. I never saw it, so it's probably mid. They get Roadrunner, and there's a John Cena, a.k.a. Wile E. Coyote there. Austin Powers. Elmer Fudd steps out as Mini-Me, which, okay, and Sylvester's the cat, LOL. Then there was some random non-colored movie, so it's probably trash, don't care. LeBron begins getting pissed at Bugs, because Bugs is just picking trash players. Which, understandably, LeBron's trying to get his son back, but Bugs is just having a grand old time. Rick and Morty show up. Space Jam 2 is a great movie. It's basically a commercial at this point. Rick and Morty are like, I'm done doing test subjects on Saz. Morty says, I'm never going to forget the things I saw. Blah, blah, blah. Game of Thrones, never saw it. I don't care about it. But there's the rooster gets on the dragon. They're flying. And he's like, oh, whoa, 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 winter is coming. Shut up. You just look like a Facebook mom on Facebook at this point. I am so bad at this. The Matrix. The granny is Neo and the mouse, who I can't even remember. Speedy Gonzalez. Who I can't remember. Yeah, Speedy Gonzalez, who is irrelevant, so I don't even need to go on. Do the funny slow motion thing. Ha 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 ha. LeBron is pissed at Bugs at this point because Bugs promises to get one good player, aka Spider-Man's girlfriend, or not anymore. I don't know. Marvel, MJ, Zendaya, Lola Bunny. Lola Bunny's in the Wonder Woman world. Now, why isn't the Wonder Woman world in the DC world? Boggles my mind. But it's in the Wonder Woman world. Lola is trying to become an Amazon warrior, but has to pass some tests. Bugs keeps messing up everything like he's Russell Westbrook on the 2021 Lakers. I waited 2 minutes. to make a joke. Lola makes a Space Jam reference about she's been there, done that. Which, to think about, there were two MJs on the same team. Lola Bunny and MJ. I'm not going to make another MJ joke. Lola has to save Bugs and Brawn because Bugs and Brawn do something stupid and are about to die. Lola saves them, doesn't pass the test, but the Wonder Woman says, you know what, not passing the test was part of the test. Ha ha ha, you're an Amazon now. Lola's happy. She goes plays basketball with them. It's just whatever. Dom and Don are now playing Dom Ball. He explains some nerd stuff on how it's built. But it's whatever. He doesn't explain how he got the 2K license. He doesn't explain how the NBA players can be in this game. Because 2K is really stingy about this, so who knows how he got that. But at the same time, I guess, since he's LeBron's kid, what are they going to do, sue him? Okay. The Cheeto still disses LeBron like he's B-Rabbit dissing the free world. And then there's an Xbox controller product placement. The Toon Squad have their first practice where they try to do a layup, but they're as good as my dog would be at basketball. They do some wacky and crazy stuff, but we need to get through this movie. LeBron is pissed, but Bugs says it's fun, and it's the same message as earlier. Basketball is not supposed to be fun. When you're in these foreign lines, it's all about work. LeBron is pissed. Whatever. We cut to a scene where Mrs. James meets up with Bron's bud. And they try to go find LeBron and Dom. We cut back to Cheadle builds Dom's character for the first game to just spite his dad, like he's a teen in his rebellious phase. Another Space Jam reference is made. Mrs. James and Bron's friend, which Malik, are looking for Bron and Dom. They make a funny New York Knicks abducted him joke. Insert Seinfeld joke. I don't know why I put that there. Mrs. James decides to impede LeGM's privacy and track his phone. LeBron and Lola talk. Bron writes what he's playing for in his shoes. He tells Lola that. Lola says, we're going to get your son back. They arrived back on Toon World and immediately killed Marvin the Martian again with his own shit. Rip Marvin, may he rest in peace. LeBron continues to instill the classic in and out crossover step back shoot to the Toons, but they tell him respectfully to screw off, and Bugs does the stop hammer time dance. Not joking. LeBron continues to say within these lines, I rule, and Bugs tells him, so you're that kind of king. So he just really made a Roman Empire joke, I guess. The playing area begins to form with Don Cheadle showing up first. Don Cheadle modernizes the Toons, and LeBron turns back to normal. And the Cheatster makes a funny Frankenstein, oh, they're alive joke. The Fortnite rifts open, and all sorts of Warner Brother characters show up, like the Flintstones, Jetsons, Iron Giant, and even King Kong. Mrs. James and the entire crew entered the place LeBron was abducted from to look for him. Everyone who is watching the event begins to be transported to the metaverse through some kind of app, I guess. I don't know. Daffy makes a joke about how the restroom lines are going to be way too long. We get Ernie Johnson on commentary. The James family is teleported to the game, except for Bron's best friend Malik, which, fake friend, I guess. LeBron tries to see his family, but can't due to a barrier that comes straight out of Metroid. And LeBron thinks he can play Dom Ball just because it's basketball, but he will surely be mistaken, is what Darius tells LeBron. Mrs. James is just pissed about the entire situation. And yeah, they call this game the Serververse Classic. LeBron James says Don Cheadle's a hater. So Granny, of course, says haters gonna hate. Just shaking my head right now. The rules are revealed to everyone. If LeBron James wins, everyone can go home. LeBron gets Dom back. But if the Goons win, everyone will be kidnapped forever and the Toons will be deleted. So here's a question I have. What would the government do? Like, to Warner Brothers, would they investigate him for this kidnap hostage situation? Like, what would actually happen? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's Space Jam 2. I'm tired of this movie. I'm tired of talking about this movie already. So, next, we get... I'm going to butcher these names. Arachnica, a spider, and known as Neneka Oguiniki. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if... I'm 100% saying these names wrong. But then we get the White Mamba, a snake, and known as Diana Tennessee. The Brow, a hawk or Anthony Davis. Wet Fire, who is wet like water, hot as fire, Klay Thompson. And Kronos, a clock, or known as Damian Lillard. LeBron asks what they did to his boy AD. LeBron makes a senseless eyebrow joke. Dom is introduced to the crowd, and for some reason the crowd is cheering him, even though he's going to be the reason that everyone's going to be kidnapped forever. So he's either pulling Don Cheadle's either pulling a Vince McMahon and just feeding in crowd noise, or the crowd's just stupid. Mrs. James is calling for Dom, but he can't. But Dom can't hear Mrs. James. Darius points this out, but she's like, he better hear me. I'm his mother. Rah, 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 rah. Oh my gosh, I'm done with this. We're almost done. Oh, I need to charge my laptop. Okay. Give me a sec. Give me 1 second. There we go. Alright, boys, we're good. We are good. Sorry I keep messing up this stream. This is not a great stream. Then the starting lineups come out. It's Tweety, and then a bunch of jabronis, and Lola and Bugs and Braun. Oh, Lola, Bugs, Braun, Tweety, and Sylvester. I actually remembered that. And then it's the Goons, but except Damian Lillard, it's my boy, Dom. Dom wins the jump ball over Braun by using the Game Wizard. The Goons use their powers, the Snake hits a windmill dunk, and goes up by 16. Sylvester gets stuck in a web, turns the ball over, and then the Spider scores a bunch. Bugs asks to do loony things, but Braun says no, so Yeah. Daffy, being the coach that LeBron always has, like Tyronn Lue and all them, says, "ISO LeBron." Just give the ball to LeBron. LeBron gets the ball. Dom blocks Braun using the game wizard and does a bunch of wacky stuff like the Larry Bird McDonald's commercial, off the backboard, to the left, to the right, up, left, up, down. Oh, what a dunk by LeBron. What a dunk. It's actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. So, the Goons are up 33-0 at this point. Braun gets pissed. Pete threatens to give Braun a tech. Lola hits the Iverson on the spider and throws the alley-oop to Braun. Braun hits the hezzy fade on Brow, a.k.a. Anthony Davis, and says buckets. So Dom uses the wizard, scores on Braun, and says buckets right back. So the score is like 4-70 right now. I don't know. The Toons end up calling a timeout. LeBron tries to use a power-up, but he fails like a grandpa. Then the Toons call a timeout. I'm sorry. The score with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left on the clock is 752-37, which this lead, it's not even the Golden State Warriors or even the Clippers could blow. And the Goons, they're better players. They're the best players in the world. Or, they're really good players. Don and Dom use a Dame Time joke. Kronos, I kid you not, uses a less powerful version of the world, or Zawarudo, and dresses LeBron up as a pirate and drops a bucket while in Zawarudo. A back-to-back bucket, aka Back to the Future joke, is made. We get a OG Space Jam reference with the Monstars before they were transformed. And yeah, the Toons head back to their locker room. A ton of Nike product placement like usual. The Toons are all down bad, like they have not been in this situation before in the original movie. And Sylvester walks in and is like, "Hey guys, I found Michael Jordan in the audience." Everyone gets pumped just so it can be Michael B. Jordan, which, not going to lie, kind of funny joke. They make another Space Jam reference by Sylvester saying it's been 25 years. I thought he had aged gracefully. Daffy writes down to trade Sylvester. LeBron disses a bunch of people for accusing him of being bad at coaching, like he's super hot or something, super hot fire or something. They call him a bad coach and a bad dad. LeBron says, "How are you guys helping?" They tell him they were just trying to be like Braun. LeBron, after an hour and a half of this crap, finally realizes, not everyone can be me. I gotta let people do them. So he gives the coaching duties to Bugs, and Bugs says, "If we're going out loony. Ha ha ha, Looney Tunes, we're gonna go out loony, boys." AD gets run over by a train, Klay Thompson gets absorbed, and the Roadrunner creates smoke to distract the Goons, and the Toons score 50-plus points on one bucket with a smokescreen score. Don Cheadle gets pissed because apparently this is the oldest trick in the book. Bugs takes over commentary, controls the Goons. You remember the Paprika and Daffy meme where they're, "Wow, wow, I slam my..." You remember that? Yeah, Daffy's in the same outfits but with green beats. And he puts Porky on the mic, who he calls the notorious P.I.G. Porky hypes himself up and disses Don Cheadle and says the battle's now over, that's all, folks. And they do the super hot fire reaction meme. And they score 100-plus points with the MLG air horns going off. LeBron does the power glide. I need to know who wrote this because I need to have a long interview with them. I have multiple questions. AD steals the ball from the Taz. AD's about to score, but Taz uses a tornado to make AD score for them on the other side of the court. Don Cheadle assaults the ref. Mrs. James starts a "Let's Go Toons" chant, while LeBron does the "I can't hear you" thing. Wile E. Coyote uses a multiplier to make basketballs to score a lot of points. This movie's so stupid, but it's so good. Dom is impressed. Don's pissed. Don Cheadle makes a Bill Belichick joke. He's cosplaying as Bill Belichick, I kid you not, and is wearing a hoodie in Bose headphones. Dame Time checks in, and so does Granny. Granny does, and I quote, old school on Dame, and uses Matrix powers to stop Dame and age him 132 years. Granny scores, and it's counted as a senior discount. And LeBron says she is the one. I can't make this up. Don Cheadle, I swear to you, says what in the AARP is going on. 2 more pages. Lola and Braun do the D-Wade and LeBron alley-oop funny meme and take the lead. Everyone is pumped up except the old Monstars. A Warrior blew a 3-1 lead. Joke is made because they're like, oh, LeBron came back down 3-1. Of course he could do this. This movie is basically just reference after reference because even a Kevin Garnett, anything is possible joke is made. Dom is envious that his father is letting people be themselves again. Don tells everyone that the fun doesn't matter and that winning's all that matters. That maybe LeBron was right. That he shouldn't have let Dom be Dom. So Dom doesn't take this correctly. LeBron says we need to end this now. The 4th quarter starts. LeBron calls ISO. Everyone's hyping him up like, hey, Dom's too small. He can't guard you. He can't guard you. He's too small. LeBron picks up the ball. Has a father-son talk. He says, I don't know how to be a father, but I love you. I'm sorry. I should let you be you. Dom takes this and is happy. And yeah. Adam Silver allows Dom, just like KD, to go to the team that he blew a lead to. So he legit pulled a KD. Granny made an extra jersey just in case something like this would happen. So, I dare I say this was tampering. Granny had insider knowledge that Dom, if he were to be losing, would join the Tunes. I have a lot more jokes written for that, but I'm just trying to get through this at this point. I've been talking about Space Jam for 58 minutes. No, almost an hour at this point, so I'm kind of done. Don Cheadle says he is the game, Triple H, and that Dom Ball is his now, while dissing King Kong. Don Cheadle transcends and goes even further beyond the level of Super Saiyan. Lola scores a bucket, but with the power of Super Saiyan 3 with Don Cheadle, he reverses the ball to not go through the net. It turns into a WWE match, and Don Cheadle dunks on Braun. The 4th quarter magically disappears, and there's 10 seconds left. They remember the step back glitch. LeBron says, I'll take it, but the player who uses it will get deleted. So Bugs comes up with a plan where he steals the ball. Yeah, he telegraphs his plan and just is going to steal the ball. Bugs steals it, does the in and out, step back, crossover, shoot. He starts glitching out. And LeBron uses some power-ups, dunks on Don Cheadle, gets a posterizer. Don Cheadle turns into a poster because his Super Saiyan 3 stamina wore off. Everyone gets hyped. They all return to their cartoon form. Don Cheadle turns, like I said, into a poster. Everyone gets to go home. Don Cheadle dies because the poster evaporates. No one wants to give Daffy a hug for some reason. And Bugs is about to pass away because of this glitch. And honestly, summaries and jokes aside, John Stockton got player of the game. Damn. The goodbye was weird. Just the way Lola and LeBron were talking, or Lola and Bugs were saying, well, this is it. Bye-bye. It was just a weird feeling. Like, it wasn't like it was sad or anything. It's just, it felt off. Like LeBron had saved the Tunes, but at the same time, the bye just felt off. Bugs said, we did it, and that's all, folks, before he dies. Braun and Dom go back through the lift, hug multiple times, the entire family. Malik, Braun's friend, joins the hug, and they clown on Malik for crying. The day of basketball camp arrives, and Braun is walking Dom to basketball camp, and Dom says he's excited for camp, that he's going to take a break from programming. Braun says, well, hey, son, my fault. I can take you to basketball camp if you want right now. Dom's like, wait, what? And Braun says, look up ahead. And it's sign-ups for the E3 coding camp. Now, I have 2 problems with this scene. One, how did Dom not see the entrance thing? Like the entrance banners and the entrance table for E3 camp? Like, he's just stupid at that point. And two, Dom doesn't have any of his equipment with him. So unless it's all provided, the camp must be worth it must cost a lot of money to go to that camp if he doesn't have his equipment with him and it's all provided. So yeah, HyperX product placement is with his headphones. You can easily see it. Dom takes the basketball. Braun says, "Hey, Dom, can you pass me the basketball?" Dom's like, "Nah, I think I'll hold on to it." So he vows to continue to practice basketball, even while at camp. So LeBron starts walking away, and Bug says, "Oh, that's so cute." And it's like he just appears out of nowhere. Apparently, after he died, it was just fireworks because he said, "Remember, I told you I'm a toon. I can survive anything." Bugs asks if he can crash at Braun's place for a bit, and Braun says, "Sure, Bugs." And Bugs is like, "I bet, thanks." The Taco Tuesday joke is made, and Bugs brought the toons and says, "Sorry, Braun, you can't get rid of us now. We family." The movie finally ends. The credits show pictures of the toons in Braun's everyday life. The funniest one is the rooster being upset seeing chicken and waffles. We are done. Now, this was not a great stream. I made a lot of mistakes, so sorry that this was not a great stream. This is going to be the one stream today. We will be back Sunday with... I haven't decided what type of stream. We'll probably do another reaction stream. So yeah, this is Talladega. Thanks for the 2 people who tuned in. Signing out, laters.